Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and editor Alexis Milner is here now to talk about some of the week's big stories. Good morning. Happy Friday
Likewise
to you.
To you.
Let's get this show started now. First up, flights from TIA to Cuba. Looks like they're becoming a little bit closer to reality here.
Well, that's true. This is, there are only 3 airports in the country that are allowed to authorize under the embargo to fly. It's New York, it's Miami, and it's Los Angeles. There's been a hope that you could get some direct flights from Tampa International. There's a long tradition, big Cuban community here. And so what we're hearing is that it won't happen until after the election. But there has been efforts on the part of the Tampa Chamber to go to Washington. They met with some folks at the White House, and the hope is, Kathy Castor's been involved, that would increase flights from TIA and support a lot of businesses that would offer sort of packages and create business for a lot of folks.
That would be certainly big news once it finally does happen.
Huge news, and so it's getting closer.
All right. Up next, the Bay Area could soon be hearing the word action a whole lot less in the near future. This is not good news.
Well, it's interesting because last week the film commissioner Lindsay Norris in Tampa Bay stepped down. It falls under the auspices of Tampa Bay & Company, the tourism marketing arm, and they have no plans immediately to replace that position. Film commissions in general around the state are funded often but from different sources, sometimes economic development. In this case, it's the tourism marketing folks, and there could be some conflict there. They want to bring in hotel room nights, and that would mean outside crews, and that can sometimes fall into competition with local production crews, and there's concern in the industry, especially when you have increased incentives, that this might send the local scene a little bit backward, and that's not necessarily good news. So we'll see. I think they're going to look at this model and see how it works, but hopefully they can continue to develop film and industry, because not just the big budget movies, it's television commercials and photo shoots and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it all means money.
And that's really, in this economy, we need that kind of stuff.
Not the truth. Okay, one Bay Area spot, speaking of money, it's hearing the happy sounds of registers ringing. We like this news.
Yeah, Beach Walk over in Clearwater Beach a couple years ago finished, but that's spurring some development. There's a retailer that wants to build, tear down, it's having a demolition sale, wants to tear down its facility and build another retail spot. So what's happening is that if you go over there, you can see some energy and activity. And what we try to do is identify these growth spots. Clearwater Beach, who knew, is seeing some signs of life in terms of retail and some potential construction growth.
That's certainly good news.
Absolutely. Good news, bad news, good news.
We got a little bit of everything today.
That's what it is.
Always good to see you. Thank you,
Likewise,
Alexis. And for more Business Journal headlines, go to abcactionnews.com/business.